We are joined now by Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 M&M's Toyota in Sunday's 29th annual Cheez-It 355 at the Glen. He's also driving tomorrow's 20th annual Zippo 200 at the Glen. Kyle, you already had practice this morning. You are also a two-time winner here at Watkins Glen with the Sprint Cup Series. Just tell us about practice this morning and tell us about this weekend.
Looking forward to this weekend. This is always a place that we enjoy coming to. It's a good place for me here the last few years, and so looking forward to this weekend, both on the nationwide side and the Sprint Cup side. But practice was a little shaky this morning, I guess, for the 54 car. But all in all, you know, we have decent speed. Definitely not as good a speed as we want compared to those cars that are fast. And we'll just have to continue to work on that and get ready for Cup practice too.
All right, we're going to open it up to questions. We're going to start here with Claire B. Lang.
Thank you. Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Kyle, can you talk about the restarts here at this racetrack and how crazy that they are, and also about the braking zones?
Well, I mean, the restarts here tend to get crazy a little bit just because it is a road course, and as you're running around there, when you do get single filed out, you know, you're essentially only cleaning off one groove, you know, so as you get ready to come to green, just trying to keep your tires clean enough in order to have a good start and make your car turn through turn 1 and turn 2 and try to get singled out by 3, 4 down through the bus stop. If you need to make passes, you make passes. But, you know, they're always interesting. When you're up front, you just got to try to hit your marks again, try to clean your tires off, and make sure you can charge the corners and get away from the rest of the guys around you. But braking zones in general, you know, that's obviously the areas that you make passes if the guy in front of you is not making mistakes. You know, you can pass anywhere on this racetrack essentially if a guy makes a mistake, but if they're not, you know, it's essentially the braking zones, just trying to outbrake that guy in front of you, making sure that, you know, you keep your brakes on your car and keep them cool enough that you can go after people in particular corners and outbrake them.
All right, Alan?
Alan Cavan, NASCAR.com. On the Cup side, if you're out front this weekend, are you any more on edge about what a guy might do to get by you if it's a guy who really needs a win?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's any different than any other week. You know, I don't think that, you know, you go to Bristol and have a guy that needs a win there if they're not going to do anything there versus here. So I just think that you just got to be conscious of all of that. You got to know who you're racing and what they're racing for, and just keep all that in the back of your mind and do what you can in order to try to win the race for yourself, for your team. But past that, you know, obviously you're going to know that some people might do some desperate things.
We go right here.
Bob Benz, Corning Leader. Kyle, when you look at the success you've had here, which includes 8 straight top 10s, and you compare it to, you know, say a place like Sonoma where you haven't had near the same consistency, you know, why has this track been so good to you? And considering the success you had, does it rank pretty high in the tracks that you look forward to coming to?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that lends to my success here is, you know, less opportunities for mistakes by others. Every single time I've been at Sonoma, I've been wrecked, so that's why the results are so bad there. I think it's been 8, 9 races in a row, something at Sonoma, I have been spun out. And here I tend to be fast enough to be out front to not have people around me and don't get spun out. Now that I say that, I'm sure that'll change. So, you know, knock on wood and go into Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, Kyle, Larry at the Buffalo News. This Sunday, should you win, or somebody else has already won a race this year, a repeat winner happened to win this Sunday, it'll officially lock you into the chase. So that would be either way, it'll be a nice one to knock off the list, huh?
Yeah, no doubt. You definitely want to be locked in. I mean, I feel like we're, you know, sure enough to make the chase. But like I said, I think that just us, we want to be able to win. I felt like we had a chance last week to get ourselves locked in, but that obviously was cut short. And so here we are this week, just doing what we typically try to do. And, you know, you want to be further up in the point standings, and for me being 10th, it's very frustrating to be there because I know that's not our capabilities. But to be honest with you, you look on the flip side of the coin, and it really doesn't matter. where you are. It just matters where you end up and how well you do in the final 10.
We spent with NASCAR Wire Service. Given the fact that you, Denny, and Matty, where he's in points, are likely all to be in the chase, have you started to think about yet your approach to the various segments, the various rounds of the chase, how you survive each one and move on? Yeah,
we've thought about that a little bit. I mean, obviously, as soon as the rules came out, we obviously looked into, okay, well, where would we have been last year? Where would we have been the year before? You start looking into those things, and the first round last year, I think I was second, and fourth or something like that. So the first round, that was pretty simple. The second round, however, was Kansas, where I crashed, and then I don't remember if it was Talladega or Charlotte or something like that. No, it's Dover and some others. I don't know. Kansas, Charlotte, Talladega is our worst round. So, that's what we've been looking at, is just trying to make sure that we have the opportunity to try to run good in those races, although Talladega is a crapshoot for everybody, so you just really don't know. But, we need to turn Kansas into not a crapshoot race for us or a crash race for us. We need to be able to run well enough there to at least get points, because there will be people that are going to be transferring through that don't have victories. Obviously that keeps getting cut out as you go through, but, it's an opportunity for us to try to eliminate our mistakes and just have solid runs.
Hey, Kyle, Tyler Burnett, MRN. Can you talk about the speeds of Michigan, a little bit of a preview question, and also what you learned there the first time that you can translate to going there next weekend?
Speeds at Michigan are up, and they're fast, It's hard for Goodyear to make a tire that feels like it has enough grip to withstand the amount of speed we do carry, the amount of load that we carry, the amount of temperature that they develop because we are going so fast. So, it's not a favorable tire to the drivers, I don't think, but it's just because the cars are so darn fast. So what we learned last time at Michigan, I felt like we ran good. We were running 4th to 6th or so, having a decent day, and then we had, that was one of the races where we had a rear wheel bearing failure. So I essentially finished, I think, 41st or something. So not such a good day for us, but felt like our car was fast enough to be capable of running in the top 10. And so look forward to going back there and trying to see if we can't do that again. It is a place that you do learn a little bit for Kansas, because they are both fresh repaves, and I think you run on the same tire at both tracks. I can't remember. But it is a place that you can learn some stuff for Kansas, so we like that.
All right, we have time for one more question.
Mario Sacco, WETM. Kyle, do you feel the bullseye's on your back being the defending champ, or do you feel you're still having to chase down a guy like Marcus here?
I don't know. I don't think I'm chasing a guy like Marcus at all. I think that when you come into this race, though, you look at the favorites, and I think there's 3 favorites because they've been the top 3 guys here the last 4 years, 3 years, whatever it's been. It's myself, the 2, and the 9. So, I think you're going to see those 3 cars be fast. I think you can always mix in a 4th and a 5th guy, depending on who those are. Some days are different than others. This year, obviously, the 24 has been real stout. Maybe he can carry that on into this week. So I don't necessarily think that anyone's chasing anyone. I think it's just going to be us 3 trying to figure out who's going to win it.